Hi, it's Luna, and welcome back. Sorry if I'm really close to the mic, it's like literally 5 a.m. I just woke up. But today we are talking about the Kai situation. Now, this isn't gonna be long, or I'm not gonna drag all this on. It's just been happening, and my feelings have changed from like, that's what you get, bitch, to like, after like a day, I was like, okay, I can find sympathy or something for him. And then he came back to Twitter and I'm like, that's gone now. So, but I did just want to give like a quick explanation of the situation and then my thoughts on it. And then I'm gonna, whatever happens, you guys know I don't really care for him anyways, him or Omnia or anyone in that sector usually. So like, it doesn't really matter. It's just me getting something off my chest and putting it into a video just in case I don't make content this week. Low key. Mind you, this is my seeing of what happened. Like, obviously I'm biased. I don't like the guy, but like, if I get anything wrong here, my bad. This is just from everything I've seen so far. But I don't really care about most of this anymore. Anyways, I think all of us are kind of just like, we got our good laugh out for, this drama. If you don't know who Kai Weiss is, or is it Weiss, or is it what is it? I've been hearing it pronounced several different ways. I thought it was Weiss. I thought I heard him say it was Weiss, but I don't know anymore. But he's a commentator, or rather he used to be a commentator on this platform. He does again give off the vibe of like Omnia or Hopeless Peaches back in the day when she was still around before they got her, or Nani, people like that who talk about drama and popular topics. I do it sometimes. It's a fun thing to do. There's another player in this that you should know about. His name is Akumu. Akumu is a very young little edgelord who is very wrong about most things he talks about. His points aren't very good. We all kind of collectively do not like him. We would have happily shat on Akumu and only Akumu since the Madame drama and him trying to excuse and justify Madame's behavior, which I believe Ponder and Nessie did a video on that. He's just been a laughing stock. I mean, he was one before that, low-key, but still. But the bro's got like less subs than me. Like, he's not anybody. He's like proud of having alt accounts low key. Like, this is not really a good person. And then I guess one other person would be John Swan. But if you don't know who John Swan is, you weren't around with the Dream situation with him and the Minecraft sex mod. Listen, that's a lot. He also sit there and convinced the child that they were a predator for liking other child, so there's another thing like that. So he was like making false pedo allegations and perpetuated that for a while. There's a lot to him, but he sucks is the point. But Kai struck down Akumu's video. Now the reason Kai struck down Akumu's video is Kai did a video on Akumu. Akumu responded back with a video, and Kai claims that Akumu's response video was not fair use because it used 40% of the video. YouTube notified him of the video, and Akumu used long unedited clips in his video, and he doesn't feel like they were needed or that they were fair or they should have been that long. I'll tell you why that's kind of dumb in a second. But for those reasons, and maybe some other ones, because we all think it's just because nobody likes Akumu, but whatever, Kai struck it down. Now, no one but Kai's fans, and some of them didn't agree either, really liked that this happened. No one likes Akumu. No one's going to sit here and grandstand for Akumu and all of his actions, but falsely copyright striking somebody is a kind of no-no in this community. It's a very well-known thing. So a lot of commentators, just random spectators on Twitter, proceed to try to shit on him for it. They were actively being like, hey bro, no. And all of it was mean, and I've read several replies and quote tweets during that time and was just reading through them. Most of them were just like, hey, this is not good. And Kai would reply and he would go back and forth with these people trying to justify his actions. And apparently, honestly, I think because Harley was talking about the situation, John Swan knew about the situation, because I don't see how John Swan would even be in our community other than Harley. And so John Swan sucks. We've kind of established that. Most people don't like him. Some people do like him. It's like a half and half. But if we know one thing, John knows general like copyright and things like that. Like he's very knowledgeable in that. We know that. So he was gonna do a live stream on Kai and Omnia. And I didn't mention Omnia because Kai pretends as if Omnia is not involved, even though she could have said nothing, but she continued to say stuff and then would go back and forth with people as well and talk about people as well and comment on the situation as well. So, you know, and she was defending it, so it doesn't matter if they were dating or not, you're still stupid for defending this as well. Like, it doesn't change because you're not like the one doing it, you're dumb for defending it as well, but it doesn't matter.
Like literally during the Peaches and Toby drama, they were accusing people that were commenting on the drama of being involved because either they had misinformation or they didn't agree with them or they just commented on it or they were her friends. And your girlfriend can't be that, but these friends of these people can. Like your girlfriend who's actively defending you, your girlfriend that's like, of course she's gonna be by her man. Whatever. I guess if the shoe's on the other foot, we'll learn this throughout this entire situation. If the shoe's on the other foot, apparently it's just okay now because reasons, I guess. I don't know. Alright.
He was gonna do this live stream and Kai wasn't supposed to be a part of it, but then Kai ended up being a part of it. I guess Kai wanted to be a part of it, which means Kai made the choice to do all this. He made the choices to respond. He made the choices to go on his live stream. And so when the live stream happened, him and Kai had a discussion about copyright. It ended up just being a screaming match. And it seemed like Kai's whole thing was, well, you can't prove legally that I did anything wrong, so why are we talking about this? It's like, because I'm giving my opinion. That's kind of how that works, you know. Technically, I can do that, like, fuck off. And then it just became like a type of screaming match on that. And while I would say that it should have been more moderated and things like that, unlike apparently what Omnia thinks, it didn't have to be. Your boyfriend could have actively not gone on there, just a thought. He knew it wasn't going to be moderated. He didn't ask if it was going to be moderated. It doesn't have to be moderated because it's his live stream and he didn't even have to bring you on if he didn't want to. So even though it would have been cool for that to happen and probably wouldn't have blown up the situation, I don't think it would matter either way. You both were coming into the assumption that you're right in a situation where you'd have to go to court anyway. So, okay, I'm giving my opinion here. Let me finish the little thing. Let me finish up here. That happened. Most people start shitting on Kai even more because we're all just like, bro, we believe you're wrong. Like, no matter what you say, you're wrong to us. 6 o'clock. Why is your dog outside of your house in your backyard at 6 o'clock? It's raining. Sorry, there's a car in the background. I don't know what to tell you. It's 5 o'clock in the morning. People want to irritate me, I guess. After many people collectively shitting on Kai because we still thought his take was stupid, he continued to argue with people and act as if he took the W when everybody's just like, just take the L and go, bro. So when it's a rational thing of a drama of literally just a small proportion, this isn't even like anything big, he did the most sensible thing. Took down his YouTube videos, deactivated his channel, deactivated his Twitter, and was gone for like 24 hours. Then we just started laughing about it because low-key it's funny. And he said he was gonna go, so we all were kind of in the thing of like, okay, well, you deactivate all your shit, obviously you're done, whatever, we'll laugh about it for the next day or so and it'll be over. And I made this video beforehand, before this one anyways, being like, you know, okay, I can get why maybe he felt a certain way about it. Alright, cool, you know, it's fine, whatever. And then yesterday happened, which was basically him coming back, literally not even 24 hours later, and coming with, I'm sorry, but I'm not. I'm sorry that I did something that might offend other people, but I'm actually not sorry for the actual action. Like, I stand by everything I said, but I'm sorry. Almost every apology, quote unquote, he had was that. And it's just like, why? In what world did you think that that was a good idea? So now, I'm gonna give you my opinion. For one thing, this is not a legal case, okay? This has not gone to trial. This will never go to court. As I say go to trial, that sounds really dramatic. This will never go to court. They're never gonna settle this in court. So nobody is right. You are not right for striking him down because you don't know the law, or everybody else is not right saying this was false because we don't know. If we didn't go to court, we don't know if it's false or not. Point blank period. Morally, you're fucked. Morally, in this community, this is a fucked thing to do. I don't think anyone, for common sense reasons, would strike down a response video that used 100% of their video in that video. I don't care if it was cut up or not. They are responding to you for context reason to not send their audience to your channel. For all of those reasons, they're gonna use most, if not a significant amount of your video to then respond. That is how a response works, or a proper one with someone who can edit. If they can't edit, then it's different. Well, they can edit, damn straight they're gonna show all the context they need so people don't have to go over to your video to see what the fuck they're talking about. That's how responses work. You're mad because what, Akumu used unedited clips? You did the same thing with Peaches. All of us have done that. You know, it's context. Again, so nobody goes over to your channel, so they don't have to. I'm gonna use as many clips as long as I can to show as much context so this isn't a problem.
Context, that thing you've actively gotten mad at other people before in the past for not showing.
He also claims that, oh, well, it's because Akumu harassed me. Akumu being a troll is nothing. He is one person, okay? This would be different if Akumu and his fans, you didn't say that, and you can't say that now because I know it's gonna be bullshit. It was just Akumu. It was one person. Sure, he can make alt account, but I'm sure everyone else will be in agreement with you when it comes to shitting on him. Him raiding your stream one time is not the harassment you think it is. Sure, that sucks. Sure, that probably is a shitty thing that feels shitty. Block, report. He has an audience lower than mine. Literally, the reason anybody ever talked about him was because of the Madame stuff. No one would know who he is. His following is literally insignificant to yours. The amount of people that he would bring to your stream compared to the amount of people who would actually watch your stream is so insignificant. I'm surprised you even noticed he was there.
Plus, that has nothing to do with anything, and if all that is happening, we could have shot on him without having to strike down his video, so what's your point? But, we're just gonna ignore that has nothing to do with anything, because, they were bullying me. The 4 people I could have blocked coming from Akumu's 300 sub channel. Boo-hoo.
If he's quote tweeting you, block, report. He has alts for a reason, because he does shit like that. So as much as I can find sympathy in you going through that, yeah. Even the fact that you brought that up makes it even more apparent you did this out with malintent. You did this because you were mad. Because it's Akumu. Because we could shit on him. And you thought people would be around you because it's Akumu. Yeah, we're not disingenuous. We actually will care. I feel like that's what happened. You thought we were all disingenuous like you, and you thought we wouldn't care, and it backfired, honestly. Like, most of us hate John Swan. Almost all of us hate Akumu. And if you still came out with an L here from everybody else around you, that is surprising. I have never been in awe seeing so many people rally around to shit on somebody when the person we're trying to defend, weirdly here, at least get his video back up here, is fucking Akumu. It's fucking Akumu. That should tell you something. This should open your fucking eyes, man. And the half-ass apologies on Twitter need to fucking stop. Again, if Hopeless Peaches, if any person did what you did, you would be shitting on them. Like I said, you used a significant amount of Peaches' video in your video. If she struck you down, you would be shitting on her like nobody's business. It'd be a whole other drama. You called her disingenuous, a snake, with her apology, all that she felt meant nothing. Y'all would be shitting on her harder than anyone could ever shit on anyone ever. If the shoe was on the other foot, you'd take every opportunity. If Akumu could do it, and he did do it, you'd be shitting on him. So these, yeah, I'm sorry, but I meant everything I said, that's not a sorry. You're not sorry for anything. You don't feel bad for anything that you did, so you're not sorry. People just want you to take the strike down. We don't even care if you say sorry to Akumu or any of that shit. If you just had taken the strike away, this could have been over. And by the way, when it's 4 months later and you're still getting shit for this, I'm not gonna feel bad for you. You know what shit you guys gave anybody that you've ever talked about? Nah, I don't care. You can't even prove any of what you're saying. John had several examples. The H3 case, the one he brought up, he has experience in this case. You don't. You're just like, I can. YouTube said I can. So I steal something and they never catch me. Is that just like, okay, well, I didn't commit a crime. I'm not, let's say I stole a car. I'm not a car thief. I'm not thieving anything. Like, no. Like, you stole the car still. So, I don't get it. Like, you can't say, oh, well, I'm not a criminal because
it didn't go to trial yet. You stole the car. You're a thief. You're a criminal. Don't have to wait for a trial for that one. And we're all just saying here, like, if it's not illegal, then go turn yourself in. Because if you did nothing illegal, then you would have no problem with that. You're like, nah, I'm not gonna do that. That's a whole thing. And like, no, you just have to believe me. I'm not doing anything illegal by stealing this car. I don't know what you're talking about, bro. Like, stop. Like, I just don't even know what you're talking about. Hell, you know he can't take you to court on this. You know, Akumu's literally a nothing channel. He doesn't make money off of this. He wasn't gonna make money off of your video anyways. It's not like he was making money off your content. It was literally a response video, bro. Listen, I'm sure that's a stressful and shitty time for Kai, and I'm not even looking for an actual apology. I don't think anybody should be looking for him to like apologize and just take the L. I don't care about either of that. My whole issue is that you're getting smoke for something that you knew you'd get smoke for, and you're mad that you're getting that smoke. I've always felt, because of every situation, the same thing with Creepshow, the same thing with many other people. These people are dishonest hacks, and all they keep doing is regurgitating the right opinion, and people think it's great. Oh, I talked about this drama that everybody else is talking about, and I said the right stuff. That means that I'm credible now. It's like, these people aren't credible. These are the type of people that will get a decent following off of that bullshit, and then this type of shit comes out, and then they just crash and burn because they don't know actually how to handle people not agreeing with them. At the end of the day, this is all literally people giving their opinion and Kai not handling it. We're all giving our opinions like Kai did in that stream, and he can't handle that all our opinions are the same and they're against his. If you can't handle that little thing right there, forget all the rest of the shit. That's the real core of this. If you can't handle that, move your content. Does anybody else remember when Kai swore up and down that he was going to stop doing this content? Him and Omni, I'm pretty sure, said they were going to stop doing this content and they were moving on. What happened to that? Because you guys are still doing drama. You guys are still doing content like you were before. You like, I don't get it. And I might be wrong about that, but y'all get off that vibe of you're going to move on and do different things and be better. When was that? Did we just stop doing that? Here's your time. Here's their time to shine. Move on from that content. You're not good at this. If you're not good at taking criticism, or you don't want people to shit on you, you don't want to do all that, do something different. Pursue solely art. Do art-based videos. Or just do your videos and get off Twitter. Do your videos and you don't necessarily accept the criticism. Honestly, you don't. But just leave it there. Stop trying to fight everybody on their opinion until they agree with you. Don't be a right fighter. Because that's all that's screaming to me. Is that you and Omnia and everybody around you are fucking right fighters as fuck. You don't have to take the L necessarily. You don't have to apologize. You don't have to do any of that. If you just stuck by your guns and accepted that people are criticizing you, period, not accepted the criticism. I think people need to stop using that. I might make a separate video talking about that. Let's stop saying accept the criticism. No one has to accept your criticism. No one has to take your criticism and do anything with it. That doesn't need to be a thing. You don't need to do that. You can solely just accept that the criticism is there, not respond to it, and move on. If you believe what you believe and you're just like, it's just my opinion and I just don't agree with yours, you can just leave it there and then continue to do what you do. People always get mad at people for doing that, and I'm like, that's the stupidest shit. That's you shitting on somebody for not accepting your opinion, which makes you look like a fucking hypocrite. You don't need to accept it. All you have to do is just let it be. No one agrees with you, no one's going to, and you're not going to be able to prove this unless you go to court, which you're not going to do. I rambled on enough. That was just my little quickie version of the situation and all the shit in it. So yeah, thank you guys for watching. I will see you guys later. Goodbye.